In a major update that's catching the attention of millions of retirees across the United Kingdom, the Department for Work and Pensions, or DWP, has confirmed new rules on winter fuel payments. These changes affect which pensioners get to keep their payment this year, and who may have to pay it back. This news comes as the government adjusts the way it supports pensioners with heating costs during the colder months. While the intention is to make things fairer, not everyone is happy about how it's being handled. For years, the winter fuel payment has been one of the most relied upon benefits for older people in Britain. Designed to help cover energy bills, the payment worth between £100 and £300 has long been a small but vital boost for those on fixed incomes. Normally, it's sent out automatically to anyone over state pension age, landing directly in their accounts. But this winter brings a major change. The DWP has confirmed that not everyone who receives the payment will get to keep it. Some pensioners may see the money arrive only for HMRC to claim it back later. The government says this process will happen automatically in most cases, but it's already causing confusion for some households. The new rules are part of a broader reform aimed at ensuring that winter fuel payments go to those who truly need them, especially low-income retirees struggling with high energy bills. Last year, the scheme faced criticism when many pensioners on lower incomes missed out or received reduced support. This time, the government says it wants to fix those issues and make the process fairer and more transparent. Under the new system, pensioners with annual incomes above £35,000 will no longer qualify to keep the winter fuel payment. While they may initially see the money appear in their accounts, it won't be theirs to keep. HMRC will later reclaim the payment through pay or by adjusting tax calculations at the end of the financial year. According to officials, the aim is to make sure public funds are directed to those who truly need help. Energy costs remain high, inflation continues to bite, and many pensioners are struggling to heat their homes. By reclaiming payments from wealthier retirees, the DWP says it can focus support on low-income households, making the system more equitable. However, critics say the change could lead to confusion, especially for seniors who don't follow policy updates or who aren't used to seeing money taken back from their accounts. Many older people plan their finances carefully, so finding out later that the payment must be repaid could cause anxiety and unnecessary stress. For most, the process should be automatic. If your income is above the threshold, HMRC will adjust your tax code or deduct the amount through pay if you still have taxable income. Those not covered by pay may receive letters explaining the repayment and any steps they need to take. Before these rules, the winter fuel payment was universal. Anyone aged 65 or over during the qualifying week received it, regardless of income. But that universality is gone. The DWP says this change responds to widespread frustration from last year, when many low-income retirees were left behind while wealthier households got the same support. The goal is now to ensure fairness while reducing waste of public money. So, what does this mean for the average pensioner this year? If your annual income is below £35,000, you'll still be entitled to keep your winter fuel payment. The amount depends on your age and living situation. Generally, most pensioners receive between £200 and £300. A single pensioner aged 66 to 79 might get £200, while someone over 80 could receive up to £300. Couples usually get a joint payment, with the higher amount going to the oldest partner. Those living in care homes or supported housing may get a reduced payment or none at all, depending on whether they receive other benefits like pension credit or attendance allowance. Anyone who recently started claiming their state pension or changed bank details should also ensure their information is up to date to avoid delays. For those who receive the payment but don't qualify to keep it, HMRC will automatically identify and reclaim the funds. Most won't need to take any action, but some may get letters confirming the repayment. The DWP stresses that people shouldn't contact them unless they believe an error has been made. Advocacy groups for the elderly worry that mistakes could happen, particularly for pensioners who rely on carers or family members to manage their finances. There are also concerns about digital access. Many retirees struggle with online systems, which could make repayment notices difficult to understand. Ensuring that support reaches the right people while keeping communication clear is seen as a top priority. The The DWP says it's improved coordination with HMRC to ensure payments are tracked and reclaimed correctly. Still, experts advise pensioners to check their bank statements carefully this winter. Monitoring payments closely can help avoid unexpected deductions and ensure that any errors are corrected quickly. This change also reflects a wider shift in government policy. As the UK faces economic pressure, there's a move away from universal benefits toward means-tested support where payments depend on income, not just age. For many pensioners, this feels like a major change. However, the intention is to make the system more sustainable in the long term, ensuring that help is directed where it's most needed. If you're a pensioner on a lower income, though, the new rules could actually help. The DWP says the adjustments will free up more funding for those relying on benefits like pension credit or housing benefit, ensuring the most vulnerable get proper help and that financial support is more effective. Energy experts agree the winter fuel payment remains crucial. Even though it won't cover the full cost of heating, a few £100s can make a real difference as energy bills stay high. For many households, it's the difference between keeping the heating on and having to make difficult choices about how to spend limited money during the winter months. In addition, pensioners are being encouraged to plan ahead. Reviewing energy tariffs, using energy-saving measures, and understanding eligibility rules can make a noticeable difference. Being proactive not only helps with finances but also ensures that pensioners receive the maximum benefit they are entitled to without surprises later. Here's what to remember about the changes this year. Payments will still be sent automatically to eligible pensioners from November to December. Everyone over state pension age may receive the payment initially, but those earning above £35,000 per year will need to repay it. HMRC will handle repayments automatically through pay or tax adjustments. Pensioners on low incomes will keep their full winter fuel payment. You don't need to reapply, just make sure your details are correct with the DWP. So if you're receiving your state pension, keep an eye on your bank account and any official letters you receive. If you're unsure whether you qualify, check your income details and stay informed to avoid surprises. Being proactive can prevent unnecessary stress and help you make the most of the support available. The goal this winter is to make sure help goes to those who need it most, but as always, understanding the rules is the key to avoiding confusion. And that's the latest update from the DWP on who will and won't get to keep their winter fuel payments this year. If you found this breakdown helpful and want to stay updated on pensions, benefits, and cost of living support across the UK, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment with your thoughts, and subscribe to my channel for all the latest updates that matter to you. Stay informed, stay prepared, and make sure you get every penny you're entitled to this winter.